Hi guys, welcome to Walk Wild. Today I'm going to be going through some of the food that I eat when I'm on a multi-day camping trip. This kind of overnight camping, wild camping, through hiking, all that sort of stuff, what you need to bring with you. Just before I get into that, I'm going to show you some of the equipment I take with me to cook all this stuff and how I'm drinking, basically how I stay hydrated and everything. So I'd use one of these camp stove, twist top, really good stability. It's quite big. I probably will go for something smaller eventually, but at the minute, it does what I need it to do. To go with that, I use a little cup. This just goes right on top of the camp stove. It's 400 ml. It's pretty heat resistant, you know, on the handles. And I just put a little bit of tin foil over the top, and that's what I heat my water in. Basically use pretty standard twist on camp gas to go with the camp stove and the water cup. Just your standard lighter, pretty obvious with that. And then I use a spork. That's the only thing I bring with me. I use that to stir my pasta, to stir my coffee, and to eat everything. This is a new addition. It's a soft water bowl, basically 750 ml, and that means that it can slip in the side of my backpack. And it also has got a really good screw top function, which means that I can put my water filter and I can just drink out of anything through that. So I can fill that up with anything from a river or a lake or a pond, and I'll be able to drink through the water filter. So that's a pretty good system. What I'm eating for my main meals in the evening. So I go for these pasta pouches. I've used rice before and I've tried noodles, and none of that stuff has really worked for me. I think they're quite heavy, quite bulky. This is cheap and I feel like it's pretty light. So it's only, what do we have, 99 grams. You need to use a bit more water to heat it up, but it doesn't take too long. It's about 5 minutes. The cheaper stuff takes a little bit longer. These mug shots are really quick and quite light, and I find that this is the best compromise. I've used the Uncle Ben's packets before, and there's 250 grams, and they take quite a lot of water to heat up, quite a lot of fuel to heat up. I think this is the best compromise, and I'm not really in the kind of financial point of where I want to be spending 5-6 quid per meal for those really expensive trekking meals or the astronaut meals, whatever you want to call them. So these are 50-60p from the supermarket. Yeah, I think it's got these from Morrison's, and they're really cheap. They pack down nice and light, so that's what you want to be eating in the evenings, and I think they taste quite nice. When I'm out on my treks, I like to go for a mix of bars. I kind of Fruisley bars, trekking bars, cereal bars. These are breakfast. Snickers, kind of prone to melting, but I feel like they're pretty good. What else have I got on here? Got some protein bars, some crunch bars. Basically what you want to be looking for with this is you want something that has oats in it, generally, and you want things to have like dried fruit, and you want nuts. All of these things are going to be slow release carbs. They're going to give you energy. It's going to be some protein as well, which is going to keep you replenished on your walk. And you want something with, yeah, a little bit of sugar can be okay, but you don't want to go overboard on sugar, because that's going to give you just a really quick burst of energy, and it's not going to fuel you. So you want the oats, you want the nuts for the carbs, and that's going to keep you really in good condition for the walk. But obviously select what you actually like to eat. You know, don't just go for something for the sake of it. Like, I kind of realized that actually I didn't love trail mix. I prefer these sort of trail mix bars, so that's what I choose to go for. But you want to just get what you like whilst also thinking about what's going to fuel your body. With that in mind, beef jerky is a really good one to go for. It's very high in protein, it stores well, and it's just really good to kind of, you can add it to the pasta, or you can eat it just throughout the day while you're going. And it's good to bring some of that with you. Obviously, if you're vegetarian, vegan, that's not for you, but for a meat eater, I'd say that's good. Nuts, very important. They're super energy dense, very easy to store. You can kind of just grab a handful as you're walking along, and they'll keep you fueled for a long time. I kind of just like cashews, but you can go for any nuts really, and I like the sort of mixed nuts as well, chili flavored. Dried fruit, so here I've gone for dried apricots, mango, whatever you want, raisins, sultanas. Again, it's kind of sugary, but energy dense, and that's going to be a really good way to keep you going while you're walking. Jelly sweets, so don't bring too many of these. As I said, you're going to get a bit of a sugar rush, and that's not really what you want. This is just generally, if I'm in the last sort of hour of my day, it's going to give me a little bit of a boost to get over the finish line. You don't want to be going crazy with these, as I said, but a little bit can be good to bring with you. In the mornings, I'm a oats kind of guy. Slow release carbohydrates are really important, and this will definitely get what you need, and they're the easiest to store. I played around with making my own oats and I couldn't quite get it right. They seemed to need too much water. I tried to use powdered milk, couldn't get the balance. Whereas these, I think those sachets from Quaker, I actually just fill up the hot water into the sachet, stir it and eat it out of the sachet. So it's really easy to store and it's quite quick to make in the morning. With that, I bring a little instant coffee sachets. So I think I've got some cappuccino Nescafe, Belgian chocolate, some tea, some just kind of filter coffee bits in there. And then I've got a little sachet of powdered milk in here. It's not heroin, it's powdered milk. It's basically just gonna be, you add a little bit of that to your tea or sometimes add it to the pasta because obviously you can't store any dairy products with these, so that's the easiest way to do it. And if you're wondering why I'm packing everything in these plastic bags, I know it's not great for the environment, I need to get some restorable ones. It's because it takes a lot of the air out of things. So I'm taking all of these food products out of their packages and storing them in a way where they're going to be able to pack down and to fit in my bag a lot nicer. So yeah, that's basically kind of, those are the main staples of what I eat when I'm on a multi-day hike. So thanks guys. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to my channel.